that ass up.
Get up and get turned up with DeDe In The Morning.
We get wild a bit.
Listen, you guys, I'm excited to talk to this woman. Man, she
Yes.
is on fire. When I tell you she just dropped her new album, 777, she's got the #1 song on the charts right now.
Period.
She's been performing all over. I saw, what was she on? Jimmy Kimmel, somebody. The girl is, this girl is doing all kind of stuff. So happy to talk to her, y'all. We talking about Latto. Big
Hey,
Latto.
the takeover, baby.
Well, hey.
What's happening?
All right, we're happy to talk to you, girl. You got a lot going on. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Like
Thank
this
you.
has to be a dream come true, or is it even beyond your own imagination?
Oh, it's beyond my own imagination for sure. Like I've been rapping, grinding, hustling since I was 8 years old. So like,
Yeah.
you know, you get to a point where you get complacent, like, oh yeah, just still working, still grinding. But now it's actually happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different story now.
Right.
Hold up. Latto said she been rapping since she was 8. What were you rapping about at 8 years old, Latto?
Girl, stuff I ain't had no business rapping about.
Oh, it wasn't about crayons.
No, this the thing. Like the music that I would write when I was 8. Like my dad at the time, he was managing me, and like my team, whatever, they would be like, nah, you gotta rap about school, you gotta rap about having crushes on the boys, you can't rap about that.
Okay. Wait a minute. You really were rapping at 8 and your daddy was managing you?
No, yeah, like full blown rapping too. I'm not talking about like, you know how people be like, oh, I've been singing since I was 2 years old, and they talking about singing in front of the TV for the family.
Right.
I'm talking about like for real going to the studio after school and doing my homework in the lobby, like real deal rapping.
Yo, so your family, your dad, everybody believed in you. They knew you were that talented.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they believed in, because back then, baby, she was garbage.
She was.
But they seen the vision somehow, and I thank God they did.
Right. All right, so let's just talk about, when you're 8 years old and you start out rapping, what was your mama and daddy listening to? What did you grow up, or who were you listening to that you liked?
Yeah, okay, so my daddy, he a hip hop head, so like he put me on game with like all the female rappers. He loved Left Eye, TLC as a whole, but he loved Left Eye. He from Ohio, so he loved Bone Thugs and Harmony. He loved NWA, like his favorite song, Ice Cube, Today Was a Good Day or a Good Day, some shit like that. And
right.
my mama was an R&B girl, so she loved and JoJo, Jagged Edge, Usher, baby, you know what I'm saying?
So, first of all, again, congratulations, though, to you, because, this song, getting Mariah Carey on the remix, come on, to Big Energy.
Crazy.
How in the hell? Did you call her? Did she call you? Tell me how that went down.
Well, originally, when we first started talking about the remix for Big Energy, obviously, I'm thinking like, okay, I got to do Mariah, whatever, but that's not realistic. Let me think realistic. So I started thinking like plan B, C, D, E, F, G. But that was obviously like my #1 goal. But I didn't think, that was obtainable for real. So I was like, whatever, moved on. Still had RCA reach out or whatever, and she was down to do it.
What did you do? What did you do when you found out? Like,
I thought they was playing because it had been so long since I dropped the song. Like, she don't even know who I am. She probably heard this song like, girl, she probably, you know what I'm saying? So, but she was down to do it. And I was like, man, y'all playing till they said that verse. And I said, it's like
I gotta tell you, when I first heard Big Energy, JJ and I had to tell JJ, my favorite line, you said, you ever see me broke? I'll be rocking a cat. I said, baby.
Yo, she ain't lying. That's her favorite line. That is her favorite line.
Killing it in the morning.
Boy, as soon as we hear that turn, I get chilled. I'll be like, I know, girl, me too.
But why she show your whole cast though?
Okay, go ahead, JJ.
Hey, real quick, Latto, so I do stand-up comedy for a living, so I'm always critiquing myself when I see myself on TV and everything. So when you hear your song, how do you critique yourself? Do you ever hear your song be like, damn, I wish I could have did this or put this in there or took that out or something like that? Or are you satisfied with your, even though it's big hit, it's on the radio and everything, but do you critique yourself real tough?
I do critique myself, but by the time y'all get to hear it, like especially by the time it's on the radio and stuff, it's already to a point where I'm satisfied with it. Like I'll sit on songs for months before I put it out. I'll record a song so many damn times, like Big Energy specifically. I worked on that song for like a week in LA, a week in Atlanta. Like I perfected that song just because I knew it was gonna be a new sound, especially to like my core fan base, the people who've been with me from the beginning. They was gonna be like, Latto, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I made sure it was like it was to my standards for sure. But now I don't have no regrets. I don't have no changes. But before y'all heard it, it was so many different changes, even little changes. I might go in and be like, no, I want to say yeah instead of yo. Like I'm such a perfectionist.
I love that. Everybody, we talking to Latto this morning. Go ahead, Jay Cruz.
All right, first let me start off by saying kudos on the name change, understanding the impact that had and going from Latto, because you didn't miss a step. It didn't hurt you at all, because it can mess you up changing names. Second, let me say you had me from Biatch from the South. The first single, your bars. I love the bars. I want to ask you something. This is an ongoing argument in the studio all the time, Latto. You take pride in your bars, you can tell. Can a rapper have a ghostwriter write their whole verse?
Okay.
Not help on the hook or here and there. Can a rapper have a ghostwriter write their whole verse? The whole verse. Is that okay? Is that acceptable in your book?
No shade, no tea, but baby, you not putting out your work if you don't have 2 cents in it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard that, right?
I'm sorry, but somebody got to keep it a brick. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's a new generation, new time. So writers and stuff. I've even worked with writers on some of my songs for sure, but nobody ever gonna hand me this 100% finished product and be like, here you go, so just rap it. Boy,
There you go.
So Latto, let me, because I really want to understand this. What is the difference in somebody handing a rapper a verse and handing an R&B singer a verse, right? You both are artists.
I think it just come from like the nature of where it started. Like hip hop started on the corner in New York, you know what I'm saying? Just rapping, like freestyling, cypher. So I think it's just the nature of the art itself. Like you kind of don't expect the R&B singer to write 100% of that stuff because that's not really the nature of R&B. Hip hop started like you freestyle this stuff,
right.
You know what I'm saying, even before writing. So I think it's just the nature of the art.
Bars.
That is
Bars,
interesting,
Latto.
though. Yep,
Bars.
and Jay Cruz has been saying that. What's the best time of day for you, though? I know you write probably all the time. Do you always have a song going on in your head?
Yeah, like stuff just come to me randomly. Like I could be in the shower, I jump out the shower real quick to write something down. So I wouldn't even say it's the best time, but my best time to record is probably at nighttime. That's what I just Yeah.
Yeah, you just okay. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
So what is that? I wasn't gonna ask you to just mention recording. What does that look like for you? What does a recording session with Latto look like? Like, what do you have to have in the studio? Like, set the mood. We need to see it.
So good lighting. I hate just like regular yellow or white lighting. Like I want the lights to be pink or red or blue, whatever, depending on my mood. And some Casamigos.
Come on now. I'm with you on that one.
And a hookah. And really just like lately I've been just me and the engineer. Like I like it more intimate. So not really a lot of distractions. So I've been kind of kicking my friends out lately. Like I
JJ trying to figure out
it's fun. It depends what type of record you're trying to make. Cause it's fun. It'll spark the enthusiasm in the room for sure. But sometimes like when I'm trying to make like a bar song or like I need to think of like heavy punchlines, is like y'all distracted me. Get out.
I love it. All right. Go ahead, JJ. JJ's trying to figure out what you're smoking in that hookah. Go ahead, JJ.
Cause it ain't. Come on, Latto. Ain't it that thing up in there? I just
no,
smoking.
I don't smoke.
You don't smoke? Oh, well, if we ever together, I ain't got. If we ever be together, I ain't got to pass it to you, then, baby. More for me.
So it made me too paranoid.
Oh, I love it. All right, listen, let me ask this because, I know you got into, there was a situation with somebody DM'd you about your size. They said you looked like you were gaining. You were like, dang, look at her face.
I know, the audacity, right?
The audacity. Like, damn, y'all the reason why females, not even just females in the spotlight, females in general, like we just so hard on ourselves now in society because you got females in other females' DMs telling them how they look like.
Right.
But that shit crazy.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, so here's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. Is that the bad part? What is the greatest part of fame now? You got this fame. What's the greatest part? What's the worst part?
The greatest part is definitely being able to do like whatever I can or want for like my family. Like my mom, she can have whatever she want. My sisters can have whatever she want. Like being able to spoil them is like the best part. Like I love when holidays come around, birthdays. I spoil my friends. Like I love just being able to take care of the people around me. The worst part is probably stuff like that. Just being so like in reach. Like social media make people feel like they know you, and they go look up your family and they find out your family numbers. Like one of my aunties from Ohio was calling me. They threatening they done got her address. They texted her address and they got her phone number somehow. I'm like, so that stuff, that's like the sacrifice because, you know, my people, they don't rap. They ain't sign up to, you know, have their address exposed to the world. So I'm like super protective of like my family and stuff. But that's like the worst part, just being so in reach and having strangers feel like they know you.
Exactly, because I was getting ready to say that. So do you have to walk around now with a lot of security all the time then because of fans? Crazy? Yeah.
And it's way different for me because I still think I'm listening from Clayco. Like I be like, oh, I need to run to Kroger real quick. I want to make baked chicken tonight. Girl, I know you can't do that no more.
You can't. Everybody know you. We're talking to Latto, everybody.
You cannot do that no more.
All right, Latto, let me come in and say 777 Part 1 and Part 2. The way those two songs kick off the album, yo, it's crazy. The vibe is just so like on some Remy Ma bars. And I'm not comparing you to Remy. I'm just saying, you know, Remy goes hard, right?
Yeah.
So Stepper might be my favorite joint. But then I want to talk about It's Given, right? At the end of the song, I like the song. You got Santana at the end talking some trash, right? Real quick, do you think hip hop has or will accepted gay rappers in the hip hop community?
I think I don't think it's 100% accepted. I think you know, we've made progress for sure because I think, you know, some years ago that wouldn't even be a topic of discussion. But I'm grateful for the change that you know, the acceptance that the hip hop community has for the LGBTQ community. But I think it's definitely gonna be a lot of doors he got to kick down. He's gonna have to go a little harder. He is going a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Like Santana just signed his deal, but he damn if it was any like straight artists, they would have been had a deal. Santana got all these viral songs, all these views, getting bookings, like, you know what I'm saying? So he gonna definitely have to go harder, but the hip hop community is embracing it to a certain extent though, for sure. I think so.
Real talk.
I was telling y'all, Latto, you know what, when she signed on and we saw her on Zoom, Jay, you saw it too. There was a handbag it looked like, and I was like, oh, that must be one of them Chanel.
Yeah, okay. She was like, no, it's not Chanel. She almost like looked at us like, that's beneath me.
Right.
So what is it?
Right. Yeah, she got a Birkin. How many Birkins?
She looked at y'all like, I don't shop in the mall. I fly out and get
They close stores down for her now.
They ain't got this on the shelf. What you
My
talking about?
fascination there say Latto anyway.
So how many Birkin bags, all that kind of stuff? I mean, do you have a big walk-in closet now? Tell us the fashion game.
I had got expensive ass closet made in my new house, and I already outgrew that shit. So
no,
I just gave up on. So I got the master closet in my bedroom, and then I turned one of the bedrooms in my house into a closet. Like the room is the closet, and I already outgrew that. So it's over with. I just gave up on trying to make space. We just gonna pile it up. So at this point,
what do you do with your old clothes and stuff? Because you know you can only wear them one time on social media.
Yeah.
Like what's up? Like what are you doing with them?
I be having my assistant go drop it off at Goodwill because it just.
Wait, which one?
Goodwill.
Which one? Hold on.
Look at me too, Jay.
Goodwill.
What about the handbags that get the ink in them and stuff like that? That you didn't get? You know what I mean?
Well, I I give them away, but I'm a little more cheaper. I hold on to them handbags, baby.
Oh,
You
okay,
can wear
okay.
them more than once.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm serious. I really want to know this.
Look, Jay wants to go to Goodwill.
Okay, I definitely do. Okay, so you talked about being protective of your family. You know I got to go there. One thing you're very protective of too is your relationship. Okay, so and we respect that. But I'm a single girl. You have fallen in love. Come on, you got to help the single girls out. We need the red flags, the green flags. Like, what are we supposed to be looking for, Latto? Come on.
Jason, give us the American flag.
The yellow.
Give us the crayon box.
Well, look, we already passed the Sierra prayer. We need to know what Latto is doing, okay? Because you found them.
Cause
right?
and he buys her kind of because she saw somebody try to check her. She was like, "Hold up,
Yeah.
now."
Who?
When that girl, look,
I was single for 2.5 years, just like focusing on myself, celibate single too, like nothing, just focusing on myself 100%. And we just like crossed paths. And I think it was because I was like trying to better myself instead of like looking for the man, like to be perfect, whatever. I was making myself, I was just getting on my P's and Q's so that I could attract a man that was on his P's and Q's. So I think just like focusing on myself attracted that stand up, old school, traditional man, like everything that I was looking for, I found it.
yeah. Any of your exes come out the woodwork yet and be like, "You remember when?"
No, they know better. They know better. They know. Don't hurt your own feelings, baby.
Don't hurt your own feelings. If you weren't rapping though, for real, if you weren't rapping and this didn't take off for you, what would you be doing today? You think?
I'm split because I think I have a big personality to where I could have been like still in the limelight, but I really think I would have been something in like the forensic field because I just love First 48 and all that stuff, and I really think
Girl, shut up. That is my show.
Girl, everybody around me is scared because they be like, I really think you probably could get away with murder, girl. I watch it so much.
It ain't nothing like hearing somebody say, in Memphis. Yeah.
Files, Dateline, everything. All day, all night.
All right, I know you gotta go, and we appreciate you taking time. We really, really do. But here's the other thing I always say. You're doing so. I mean, we are so proud of you, watching you grow, do what you're doing. What is your vision for your career now? Like, what do you see for yourself?
Short term goals. I really want to win an award. Like I had tweeted the other day. I was like, the day I win my first award, y'all better pray for me because I'm gonna pass clean the fuck out on stage. Like that's that's my short term goal is to like win an award. I just want something to bring home back to my city and give to my mama to put up in her house. Like short term for sure.
Amen.
Long term, just like, everything about me. And I think that's why like going back to the name change or like coming from the rap game, everything about me has been authentic. It's not really too much thought put into it. I don't overthink anything. I just be me. I work hard and I pray hard. So just like continue to work. It's been working so far. So we'll keep recording. You know what I'm saying? Just see what happens.
Yeah. Yo, just keep bringing those bars in the rap community. Respecting it. Straight up.
I love it. Well, listen, the album's out now. Everybody, 777. The girl right here. I mean, the song, girl that got Mariah on it and everything else. Yeah. She doing it for real big. Time. Big energy for real. Y'all give it up for Latto!
Period. Yes.
Wake that ass up. Get up and get turned up with DeDe In The Morning.
We get wild a bit.